Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the Radio Shack DX-375, and I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, third start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the DX-375 by Radio Shack. I think it came out in the late 90s. This radio sells for on eBay between $35 to $60. I was checking out the completed listings. Fairly popular radio still. There's a reason. It's really good on medium wave and decent on shortwave. And FM isn't too bad either. So let's take a look. Features of the DX-375. On the left-hand side, we got a carry strap, sensitivity switch, DX local, headphone jack, DC input, 3 volts. That's nice to see. This is kind of a radio you'd run all the time, so it's nice to have that auxiliary input instead of running batteries. Here we have a nice sounding 3-inch speaker with some tone control, which I'll show you. Radio Shack. Over here we have our LCD display. Above it is a tuning LED indicator, turns red when we're in tune. Over here is a list of the meter bands that they've segmented for us. So as you select a different shortwave select, you can select those bands automatically, or you can direct enter with the numeric keypad. That's really nice. So you enter in your desired frequency and hit enter. Here we have our manual and auto tuning, so you can browse up or down, and you can also incremental up or down, which is really nice. Again, shortwave select I told you about. The store function, you have 10 presets per band, so 10 on AM, 10 on FM, 10 on shortwave, giving you a total of 30 presets. It's really not enough, but it's okay if you're a casual listener. Scan button's kind of cool. You hit scan, and it'll scan those 10 presets for you. It stops on the station for about 5 seconds or so, and then it continues on to the next station. And when you want to stop, just hit that button again. So it's a neat setup. I like it. Band button down here, of course, cycles the 3 different bands, AM, FM, shortwave. And of course, your enter key to enter the frequencies. Right hand side of the radio, we have the volume control, and we have the high-low tone control. I think I'll leave it on low for the AM medium wave band scan. Top of the radio, we have a key lock, so you can lock it while you're in travel. Sleep function, and a power button. We also have an antenna here for FM and shortwave reception, and this is a whopping 27 inches long. It does a decent job of pulling in the shortwave stations. On the back of the radio, we have a kick-out stand. We have a little indicator here. It runs on 2 C batteries, no polarity. Positive runs to the right, to the left. Negative to the right. And over here we have our model number 20-212A, and you got the frequency ranges there. And then behind here, I'd open this up, take batteries out, but they'll ruin my memories. But there's 2 C batteries in here, and underneath there's a switch. And the switch has 10 kilohertz or 9 kilohertz. And when you're on 9 kilohertz, it does 100 kilohertz FM tuning. And when you're having on 10 kilohertz, it has 200 kilohertz tuning on FM. So that'll tell you about that. So let's do a little quick size comparison. And then start cruising the band. Yeah, this is a really neat radio. A fun radio. I enjoy it. So here is the CC pocket. Fits right where the speaker is. And then Skywave, or more modern. Got your 500 presets there. You get the weather band and air band. That's a neat setup there. I like that. And of course, we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves relics from Radio Shack land. That's what this radio is, man. It's a relic. Iron Man. Old school. All right. Got a little outfit. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little primer. Medium wave, AM. So when you hear the term medium wave, that means the AM broadcast band. When you hear AM band, that incorporates long wave, medium wave, and short wave, just so you know. When somebody's talking about the AM band, they're incorporating all those bands. So when I say medium wave, it narrows it down to the AM broadcast band, which is typically 520 to 1710 kilohertz. So inside this radio is a ferrite bar antenna, typically up here. I think this radio may have like a 2.5 inch, maybe a 3-inch antenna. I don't think I've opened this one up and checked. It's a ferrite rod with a coil lining of wire, and that's to pick up the longer wavelengths of medium wave. The shorter wavelengths of shortwave and the VHF of FM is picked up by the back whip antenna. So that's how that works. Now this internal AM or medium wave antenna, you have to actually directionally tune it. So as you turn the radio, the station will come into tune. The horizontal edge pointed towards the broadcasting station will improve as you move towards it. Move away from it, it'll go away. Now in the evening, it's pretty cool because you will pick up other stations in other directions. North, you might pick up some stations, and then pointing it west, which is that direction, you'll pick up others on the exact same frequency. I've been known to pick up 3 or 4 different radio stations on the exact same frequency in the evening. Pretty neat. So there's the primer, and you get to see that in action. So let's go ahead and turn the radio on. We're at 5:30. Let's go up. There's no station here during the day. Current time is 10:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. The sun has been up for about 4.5 to 5 hours. It's perfect time to do this. So yep, near Chicago, USA. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Our first station, you can barely hear it. This is WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, which is to the north. I told you about the directional tuning of the internal antenna. If I turn the radio to the north, it'll pick it up.
Years of legal precedent and settled law. A similar rally is scheduled to take place in Milwaukee this
Comes in the
afternoon.
tune.
Yesterday, Democratic Attorney General Josh Paul said he would not enforce a ban on abortion in Wisconsin if the draft legal opinion gets published.
So WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. If I move it away, there's no other station to pick up in this direction. But in the evening, CBK, Wausau, Saskatchewan is sometimes heard. It's about 1,000 miles away. That's neat. Evening propagation is really good. Typically, you get stations easily 800 to 1,000 miles. All right, depending on your location. Let's keep going. Okay, we're going to pick up a local.
Shipping is always free. And don't forget to get 35% off your first order.
So here's 560 WIND, Chicago, Illinois. The answer?
Hey, Hugh Hewitt listeners, are all these rising prices just running up your credit card so you're maxed out? When your statements come in, do you struggle to pay them? There is help available. Debt.com. Easy to reach online or by phone. Debt.com helps
So
people.
the tone control is rather slight. It's not hugely noticeable, but on music it'll help going to high. And leave it on low for talk and sports, radio.
Plus, reduce all your payments to one that you can afford. 1-800-596-1096.
So I'm not sure about this volume control. I think I'm used to going down, going off, and up, going up. So it's reversed on here. I don't know if you noticed that, the volume control. So I'm like, wait a minute, as I'm trying to use it.
Coming up next.
Let's keep going. So here's 580, another directional station. This is WILL, Urbana, Illinois. It's 150 miles to the southwest. So we'll turn to that.
As an adult, I'm thinking about what you shared about fame and your creative process. I'm curious to know what you tell your younger self about starting life in the entertainment business. What you tell her to.
So as you can see, even though I'm pointing the radio to the north, the antenna is bidirectional, so it'll pick up stations directly to the opposite direction.
Don't get into the industry. There's so many other things you can do with your life. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's southeast. I got a little mistaken. Think of a different college town. Yeah, it's this direction here.
Ready for that life.
Very cool. Let's keep going. Here's a distance station. 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles away. Now this is usually sometimes a bit of a challenge. It's going directly over the Great Lakes to the east. We're going to bring a passive loop in. I'm going to show you how this works. You can see it kind of wants to come in there. What I'm using here is a Terk Advantage passive loop. It uses no batteries. It's a coil of wire wound in a circle. And what it does is it captures the radio waves and it redirects them to the internal antenna via inductance. It doesn't have to be coupled with a wire or an indirect connection. It can be just transferred by proximity. So let's go ahead and tune it. So this antenna has a dial on it. You tune it to the frequency you desire. So we're going to tune it to 590. I'm going to leave it perpendicular right where I think the antenna is. Slowly turning this knob. Now we can hear him. Take it away, and big difference.
So answer the phone. That might be I telling you that you have 1,000.
So here's WMT Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west. Now this one will approve with the loop as well.
Take it, go to whoradio.com or 600wmt.com and enter it. The keyword is grand. G-R-A-N-D, grand. We continue to talk about the implications of a potential U.S. Supreme Court decision this fall.
So pretty neat. You saw the tuning light come on. Yeah, that's really reactive. I keep putting the tuning loop below the table so it doesn't affect the radio. So you can see the difference. Cool. Let's keep going, get through the band.
People to work in places that, frankly, maybe aren't the most exciting jobs.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Another one where I pointed to the north.
Challenges keeping up, learning a skill, learning multiple skills, dealing with the public, handling money. Hello, financial illiteracy.
Cool.
You can't count how much change.
Keep going.
Esta es la poderosa. Esta es la poderosa. La poderosa. Con sentimiento mexicano. Y la poderosa.
WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. My Southwest listeners probably know what he's saying. Because you guys, that's all you have on the radio is Hispanic stations, I'm sure.
Than the slot receivers we saw for an era with the Wes Welkers of the world. When you're playing an 11 personnel with 3 receivers,
it's a local station, WSCR, Chicago.
As a blocker, it allows you to do
The Score. This is home of the Cubs. So if I want to listen to the Cubs during the summer, that's what I tune into.
He's going to play in the slot for them a decent amount. So if your slot receivers are getting bigger in order to dig out those.
It's a pretty distant station here. It's a 700. WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. My bigger radios can sometimes pull it in. I'm going to see if it's possible with this radio. I don't think so, but... barely in person, I can just make out some kind of mumbling. Okay, keep going.
Sponsored by Team Hartford.
Okay, here's 720 WGN Chicago.
Thanks for the jokes. Marilyn from Wheaton and Greg in Naperville and Mike Gleason in Merrimack, Wisconsin. Got another joke from Kent Heisner and Lars in Lockport. And Nancy in rainy Madison, Wisconsin, and Craig Lewandowski in Hell's Corner, Wisconsin. We got a joke from Suzanne Light, who writes, hello from Sheldon, Illinois. Thanks for brightening my day with speed jokes. And we got this from someone who goes by CK.
You like jokes, that's cool. See, there's always something on the radio. Love it. All right, going. 740 we shouldn't be able to pick up yet. It's too early or too late in the day. Just to show you. Okay.
Well, you can be any faith. That is not true because it has its own doctrine. And that doctrine is very staunch.
WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Various, rights that...
Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Let's keep going.
Financial assistance, no-cost digital resources replacing textbooks, and personalized advice.
780 WBBM Chicago. Cool station, has old-time radio Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Radiospirits.com. Awesome.
It's all coming up next. It's 10:42.
Road construction and spring storms can make for traffic nightmares.
Crashes galore.
All combined defense against row 10.
Here's WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
11 Republican justices affirming.
So here's a cool station, 860. This one here is Milwaukee, and it's, I think, around 250 watts, give or take. And it's 52 miles away, so you can't hear it in this direction. But if you turn your radio to the north,
Halt the conversation. You know, if you're going to stand on that, let's weigh these conversations that way. But I don't really, me myself, it should be a woman's right to whatever. Unfortunately, I got some children of mine.
and it picks it up. Of course, the loop will improve, but I'm running out of time, so I'm going to keep going. Very cool.
Fact checker on Joe, man. Well, I'm a Christian. I can tell you.
890 WLS Chicago. It's a casual use radio, so you have 10 kilohertz tuning. It's simple. You're right on frequency quick. It does not have 1 kilohertz tuning, which I wish it had, but it's not too bad. It's a sensitive radio, so I enjoy that.
Your heart continues to beat the rhythm it learned from your mother.
Your mother will always be yours.
920 WOKY, the Big Badger, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Tell them what you've done.
The heartbeat situation on Tuesday. They are so happy with this progress. Instead of one-on-one, they're even suggesting...
WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio on 930.
Across America, I feel like I...
Sometimes this comes in great. 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. If I put a loop on that, they have some great classic music programming.
Make a tax-deductible donation now to support our mission at relevantradio.com or on the Relevant Radio app. Or call 877-291-0123.
There you go. It's heard Relevant Radio, WNTD, Chicago.
877-291-0123. Song for the World Cup 1998. And Ricky Martin,
WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Draco had a lot of experience recording Latin music and he had spent a lot of time in Brazil.
On Doc because he doesn't have his best player? I don't see it that way. I just don't. Doc Rivers is a part of the reason why Joel Embiid is not available.
Here's 1000 WMVP, Chicago, ESPN. If you love sports talk, you can tune this one in, tune it in. Good station.
Situation where he caught that elbow from...
Bezpłatny tygodnik informacyjny. W każdy piątek w punktach kolportażu. W wersji elektronicznej na stronie infolinia.com lub w
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
na bezpłatną elektroniczną subskrypcję gazety i...
I did see that somewhere this morning. But of course, the next step for both Sweden and Sweden
Trying to go a little quicker. WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
is to make application to NATO. And that's going to happen very quickly, I think.
Music there is WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan. It's about 95 miles to the east.
They're fans since 1919, and no one knows better than me what it means to wear the...
WTSO on 1070, Madison, Wisconsin, which is about 70 miles to the northwest.
Join Packers checking today at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC. Here in Wisconsin, we eat more frozen pizza.
I like having that tuning LED. It's fairly accurate. I like it. WNWI, Oklahoma, Illinois.
Llevamos papeles, se fue, unos años trabajó bien, nos hablaba seguido, llegó a...
WXCS, Chicago.
Sing it alive again as the beautiful racehorses stomp and shy toward the starting gate.
WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Across the storied turf of Churchill Downs, and 150,000 rise to sing a song about a slave torn from his wife and children and sold downriver to Louisiana into an even
deeper hell, and they begin to weep. A lot of them, not because of the evils of chattel slavery, but because that old song, its lyrics, and very meaning altered and whitewashed over time, is such a part of their sense of place, of home.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Ourselves, our families, our communities, our churches, ground up, not top down.
Here's WYLL, Christian Radio, Hope for Your Life, Chicago.
And we can start taking back, for example, the school boards, the local city board of super.
There we go. The squirrel appears. WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. The squirrels are on my radio. Yeah, it's rocking. Nice.
Son las cositas que en algún momento no hemos visto.
Good song. I could have hovered on that, but yeah. WRTO, Chicago, 1200.
La realidad. Lucas Yolito.
WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
My whole point is today, there's a lot of things to think about in this. It's not just a black and white issue.
Here's WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
Some people it is, and so be it. But when
коли перевіряється добре, кваліфікується лендером клієнт, тобто фінансистом клієнт перевіряє.
WSBC, Chicago.
То з чимось, напевно, процентів випадків воно все-таки йде до клону.
What's this station here?
So if Marcus Smart, you would think Holiday was going to go off. You would think that. Until he tried.
Now, I can improve this. This is WSSP Milwaukee. Always comes in kind of faint. So I can bring my loop in, putting it perpendicular to the radio, and I tune it.
We meet after every game. And I'm like, hey man, listen.
There we go.
We were not going to do what people
Just a great
call
investment.
That part show, the number one show in the morning part. We play morning in Milwaukee.
The Terk. Love that. Yeah, so I'll have links below to the radio and to that Terk Advantage. If you're really into AM listening, or medium wave, you'll definitely enjoy having that. Oh, that country music's coming in good. WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away.
In Aurora or online at beachchillax.com. Walk-ins are always welcome. Beach Chillax Throwing.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
Throwing 4 to 6 p.m.
Sometimes we just gotta take a moment.
That's what we gotta do.
Take that deep breath.
Take a breath and relax. I'm very relaxed.
Oops, bumped the power button. WZTI, Greenville, Wisconsin, coming in fairly decent for this station. They play classic music.
One of our 4 area locations to do a great job.
Pan Tadeusz, tradycja. Pan Tadeusz, tradycja, czyli właśnie tradycja to ten temat. Czym
WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
Pana Tadeusza, przypominam, matury zaczęły się o godzinie 9, a
diamond pendant for Mother's Day. Every mother should have one.
WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's the heartbeat that connects you.
when someone asks you,
I want to shop on the radio.
but I'm pretty sure
Well, it's labeled incorrectly.
I got a few stations on here that radio shopping. Yeah, that might be just short of it. I think it starts at 11, but it's pretty cool. This is 1330 WNTA, Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah. Yes, Tom.
So if we take Dolly off the board, who from that
1960 WLBK.
We play the proven artists from today and those that have stood the test of time. Spend your nights and weekends with us, WLBK.
Cool. Jamming out some music there on WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. Yeah, like around 11, I think they have like a trading show, Trading Central or something. It's pretty cool. They trade some weird stuff, for sure. Nice. Another music station I need to check out. I thought it was just like talk radio. See, I'm always discovering something new.
Investment advisory services offered through Uncommon Sense Investment.
The station here, WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois, on 1380, has some pretty cool music as well.
Injury law team at the Nowlin Law Firm here in Inspiration1390.com.
Happy Hump Day, halfway there, Wednesday.
So you got gospel radio here on WGRB, Chicago.
Believing for better weather today, a high of 55.
So we got 1400 WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. Yeah, playing some classic music. Cool.
Order, please.
Okay, and this brings you up to 1425. You're all set.
Okay, we will call you back if I hear something else.
Alrighty, sounds good, Patricia. Thanks so much.
Sure, bye-bye.
Alrighty, bye-bye now. 847-931-1410 is that number to dial. Another reminder, every $10 that you spend, you can earn yourself an entry for our giveaway. I will be announcing that winner on Restock Saturday at about 11:50.
WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Shop on the radio. You heard the lady call in. I love it.
One of every category on our radio shopping show, including a mystery hotel stay. How exciting is that? 847-931-1410.
Pretty exciting if you don't know where you're going. That's hilarious. How exciting. I don't know. I've been in some pretty crappy hotels.
Category items here. I'll take it to some pizza category items.
Ah, pizza.
If you want to head out to IT.
Nice. See, I enjoy that. So we got WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
Planet Earth. Schools unite to save lives.
WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
% of the nation's blood supply comes from teens, but since the pandemic, school blood drives have been sidelined.
Getting a little bit of a runover from 1440. 1450's WRLL, the real Cicero, Illinois. Comes in kind of weak, so 1440 being strong. It's kind of bouncing through. Kind of hear it. Oh, some music. Just picking it up. WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. We got some country music on Iron Country. Who would have thought? WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. Man, this where I live is great. All kinds of cool stuff on the medium wave band. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
847-541-4727 is the number for Orker Brothers Enterprises.
So this is WPJX, Rebel Radio, Zion, Illinois. They play heavy metal and hard rock. Love it. On medium wave band, it's a rarity around here. Because most old folks aren't tuning that in. But I'm getting older, so maybe I'm an old folk now. Let's keep going, get through this.
Telling the truth to and through teenagers. Here is Triple T founder George Dukes.
WLUV, Love Spark, Illinois.
Do you know that Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega?
Christian radio, I think. Just picking up a hint of WCKG, Elmhurst, Illinois. Sounds like gospel radio on 1560 WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. Thinking of the Blues Brothers. Awesome.
I think it is. The reality of this, I think, is horrifying to most people.
WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
사랑 안에서 참된 말을 한다면은 이는 주 예수 그리스도를 닮아가는 성숙한 사람임을 말씀을 하고
WCGO, Evanston, Illinois. Should be this direction, east.
폭력이 될 수 있습니다.
No CHHA yet.
For more information, please visit LakeCountyPassage.com or call 847-377-7000. You are listening to WDVR 256. This is the Lake County Passage Highway Travel Advisory Radio, operating on 1620 kHz AM for Wednesday, latest at 10:53 AM. Attention, motorists, UF 12.
There you go, Traffic Advisory Radio for Lake County, Illinois.
Radio, and so I'm simply asking you to help us help all the people who listen, just like Sarah.
WSJP, I think it's Catholic Radio or Relevant Radio, Sussex, Wisconsin.
Make your pledge, but we need it right now, please.
We're almost done. A couple more.
Ball game, and you know, coming down the stretch, and you get one.
The Zone, WOZN, Madison.
And everything you did, you know, passes were high.
And the last one.
Just started saying, black women always complaining, always doing this, and they never have done anything, and they've never contributed anything.
Here's WBON, Chicago, Illinois.
What made it ironic? This sister was a former member of the Black Panther Party.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead and we'll turn it off there because there's nothing up here on 1700 or 1710, of course. Okay, we'll turn it off. There it is, the DX-375 during the day. It's been, like I said, 3 years since I showed this radio. It's a really cool rediscovery. If you want it, check out the links below. Again, a good price for one. It needs cleaning and work. It's $35. One that's fairly mint is around $60. New in the box, expect to spend close to $100 because people are collectors of these radios. They don't mind spending the extra money. So something to keep in mind. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big thumbs up. If you like Radio Shack radios, subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos. And 3, comment below what you think about the DX-375. Is this radio for you, or would you rather have something else? Is this too old school, or do you like it? Let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.